Gemini, welcome to your November 2016 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you that are celebrating the holiday this November. This month I will be back to using my Golden Tarot by Cat Black in conjunction with the runes. And then of course meet me for part 2 over on my Vimeo on demand page. I will be using the Healing with the Fairies Oracle by Doreen Virtue for your spiritual guidance this month. So you'll find the link below the video. Just click or tap show more and you can follow me over there. But let's jump into November for Gemini. What's going on? Gemini, November 2016. Gemini. All right. Now, as always, Gemini, these are general readings, so you're going to want to check the video for your rising sign as well. That can give you additional information or messages regarding the month. Now, if you would like something far more specific, I can only give you a personal reading if you contact me for one. That way, you know, I tune out everybody else's energy, all the other Geminis that are watching these general readings, and I can tune into you specifically and see what's coming up for you. If you would like to set up an appointment, just contact me at runescopes4u@gmail.com. That is the number 4 and the letter U. And it's in the video and below the video if you want to check that out. But now, in general, for gems, let's see what November holds. Challenge or focus, we do have a King of Cups coming up. Quite a few people, actually, here in your reading. Gemini, I'm going to hold that up. The lighting in here is not good. It's a cloudy day, even though I have the blinds open. Kind of dark, so hopefully you can see when I hold these up. But so King of Cups, this is water sign energy usually. Doesn't have to be though in these general readings. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. This is somebody who is emotionally open or available or very emotionally knowledgeable. Water signs are generally a bit more sensitive, but they hide that, particularly the men hide that because they don't want to be perceived as too feminine, which is silly, but you know, it's what men do. Also usually very interested in the arts, creativity, theater, music. They may even pursue one of these as a hobby. So, Gemini, for many of you, this could be a family member. We do have 2 family runes coming up, and because it is a month with a holiday, many of you may be dealing with family. And this guy could be your dad, it could be your brother, this could be your significant other, and it's kind of like, you know, they're coming with you, and it's like he's the only sane one in the bunch, or you feel like he's like your only ally. He or she, again, this could also be a Queen of Cups, depending on, you know, your situation here. But yeah, if you're not married to this person, if it's a relatively new relationship, if it's someone that you're introducing to the family for the first time, or maybe you're going with him or her to meet their family, you may get a lot of questions, you know, like, when are you getting married? When are you getting engaged? Or if you are married, when are you going to have kids? You know, it's like you or this person may feel like people are interfering in your business, or, you know, just trying to give you advice, unsolicited advice. Well, you know, I was this age when I had my kids and blah, 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 you know. So, now Gemini, sometimes in an effort to help friends and family, you can give unsolicited advice, you know, and this may be someone who, you know, in your family or who is saying this to you. It's like, you know what, thanks, but we got it covered. So, I mean, I don't feel like this is serious. You know, it could cause conflict, but I kind of feel like you have the control over that, Gemini, whether or not it gets to that level. Knowing that, just kind of maybe gauge your own behavior. Again, it could be happening to you, or it could be happening to someone else. But somebody could be saying this to you, like, you know, hey, mind your own beeswax or something. And, you know, don't get offended by that. Don't let it get out of control and be silly. You know, but that will be a challenge. It is coming up in the challenger focus position for November. It may be challenging to bite your tongue and not say anything. It may be challenging not to ask that question. Maybe you really want to know. Air signs are very inquisitive. It's not just you. Aquarians and Libras are that way as well. So if you have a lot of air signs in your family, because I kind of feel like it's more than just one person kind of barraging someone with questions. You know, where you been? Who'd you see? What do you know? You know, and it's not, they're just curious. Air signs are curious. They're the born, you and the other air signs are the born journalists of the zodiac. You know, journalists and lawyers, air signs. I mean, look out. But yeah, this could be overwhelming to someone who is more of this nature, more of a water sign nature, or more of a, sensitive or closed off, secretive kind of nature. So, now the present energy, meaning what's going on as we move into November, at the very beginning, you've got the World card. So that's an excellent card to have. The World is the, it's the last card in the entire tarot deck. So it's the completion of a journey. Something is ending, something is over, and I think it's something with the World card, you're glad it's over. So this is like I've completed a course of study, or I've been promoted to the job that I've always wanted, and I've had to work my way up and it's been a long road, but I'm finally here. Or it could be travel. Those of you that are traveling from a long distance away, maybe overseas even, maybe for holidays or to see family, but not necessarily. This could just be a vacation. Maybe it is a dream trip that you either start planning in November or are taking in November. Okay, this could also be like you fall in love with a foreigner. Maybe this King of Cups is a foreigner. Maybe that's what the family is like. Oh, you know, maybe they have prejudices, some people, or, you know, maybe someone in the family was, you know, married or involved with someone that is from the same cultural background, and now they think that everybody from this cultural background is the same way. So that may be a little bit of what's going on, Gemini. Again, just bite your tongue. You know, maybe figure out politely a way to kind of tell people, hey, butt out my business, you know? Thanks, but no thanks for your advice. But yeah, some of you could be meeting a foreigner or be involved. Maybe that happened in October, and in November you are traveling with this person, or really feeling like this could be the end of your journey as a single person. Those of you that are single, so that's quite exciting. If you are traveling in November, you could meet him on your travels, Gemini. Or even if you're planning a trip in November and you're single, not seeing anybody, this guy could be waiting for you on that journey. So that's exciting stuff. But for many of you, I do feel like this is a triumph when it comes to work, to money. You've now you've gotten the job you've always wanted. It may involve a move, or you may be moving to another country to pursue a job opportunity, and it will be quite an increase over what you've been used to. So you are moving up in the financial world. You're feeling financially more than stable. There are bonuses and extras coming to you in November. So the help that's going to be available to you, we do have 7 of Cups in reverse. So this talks about narrowing down your options. And we've got Gifu here as well. So those of you who have been dating a lot, or mingling, or, you know, maybe doing the online stuff or the app stuff and talking to a lot of people, you know, if you haven't met anyone that kind of like this is it, or like I'm narrowing down, I'm going to focus on this one person. If you haven't done that yet, you're going to in November, many of you. That's the start of narrowing down your options. It's like, because the 7 of Cups in the upright can be like, oh, I have a lot of options, but I'm not, you know, none of them feels right, or I'm not really feeling thrilled about any of them. In the reverse, it means, okay, this is different. This is something I want, and I don't feel overwhelmed. I feel sure about this. So, For some of you, this could be someone with connections to the past and or a past life. So maybe this is somebody that you had a really great relationship with in the past, maybe when you were quite young. They moved away or you moved away, or distance just separated the two of you, and you lost touch, but now you're reconnecting in November. And you're just really excited about this person. You know, you have always kind of had a strong feeling about this person, even if you weren't together. And they certainly felt that way about you. So they could be getting back in touch with you, or you could be reaching out. Again, it could work both ways. Those of you that it's not someone from your past in this life, this is a past life connection, meaning when you meet this person, it's kind of like, you know, your souls recognize each other. This is not the first time you've been in a life together, and, you know, you recognize each other instantly. And I feel like many of you will be, I think a lot of you, this has already happened and you've kind of kept it secret, and now it's coming out, and that's why you're kind of feeling maybe inundated with questions from family, or maybe this is the first your mom or people are hearing about it, and now you gotta answer all these questions. So, now for some of you, this could be a job option that you are narrowing down, and because Gifu doesn't just talk about romantic relationships or marriages, this could also be like a work partnership, either between you and one other person or between you and a company. So a new opportunity, again, a job that is your dream job, or it's what you've been working towards. Now, for some of you, this could be one that was available in the past and you were like, man, I really would like to get in there. Maybe you applied before, but then it's coming back around. So remember, all of this is in the help position to you. So yeah, new beginnings in love and or work. Some of you may be moving back closer to home, closer to family to take a job, to complete a journey here. Now, what must be accepted about November? We've got Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is normally associated with air signs like yourself. So this could be you, Gemini, particularly if you're a male. But again, these are general readings, so it doesn't have to be. So another Gemini, a Libra, or an air sign. Knights are generally younger, under 30. If you know, just to narrow it down, that will apply to some of you. This could be a sibling or your child, or someone really, this is the fastest moving knight in the deck. So, I mean, he comes in ready to do battle. He comes in ready to face fears, and he doesn't let anything get in his way. So sometimes the negative side of him is he can be a bit reckless and not think things through before kind of just jumping in. So this person is popping up in November. And so for many of you, this could be the other side to this guy. Maybe he is a water sign with an air sign rising, which would certainly mesh better with your energy, Gemini, or vice versa. For some of you, this is you, again, is like, you know, you get this opportunity, or you meet this person and you are all in. You're focused, you know what you want, and you just jump right into it because it feels right. Again, it just feels like I've been here before, or I knew you before, or there's something that to you is just very familiar. That sort of, you may have some deja vu in November, some of you gems. But others of you, he's wielding the sword of truth. Knights have a lot to do, all the pages and Knights of Swords have a lot to do with communication. The King and Queen tend to be communicators, but Knights and pages in particular can be bringing messages. So you may be getting a message from someone. There may be some truths that need to be discussed or dealt with. Now, at the end of November, we do have 7 of Coins in reverse. And we have Tear in reverse here for the rune. So, 7 of Coins in the upright is kind of being bored with work or sick of a job, kind of fed up with dealing with someone who is someone or a job that's just kind of take, but you never see any benefits, you never get a raise. So Those of you that have a new opportunity coming in, man, are you going to jump on it? But that last 2 weeks, like finishing that last 2 weeks, like you may really just be like, oh man, I cannot wait to get out of here. This cannot happen soon enough, right? Or maybe you're finishing out the year and you know you've got the job, you know you've got the gig, but you're not starting until January and you're just like, oh my God, I can't take it. I don't know if I can do this. To make matters worse, you may be having to deal with somebody who's really lazy or just, you know, not getting it. Maybe you're having to train a replacement. You know, you may be having to deal with someone who's being stubborn and selfish. Either in family or the workplace. But it's definitely not going to be boring anymore. You know, you're moving into a position where it's not going to be monotonous. It's not going to be the same old, same old. And any situation maybe that has been due to someone else's recklessness or selfishness or laziness, anything that has been hard for you to go through, it doesn't just have to be in a work sense, hard for you to go through, hard for you to deal with. Maybe you've just been single for a long time and that just be, you know, no new options coming in. Or if you were online kind of dating around, maybe you kind of felt like, oh, it's all the same. It always ends the same. They either don't message me back or they don't show up or, you know, it never goes anywhere. That's over. There's something at the end of November that's totally changing. Maybe it's your single status, because I feel like for many of you, you're getting into a relationship in November, or that's the start of it. You're planning the circumstances that are gonna take you to this person. So, all in all, a pretty good month here, Gemini. November looks pretty exciting. Definitely let me know how this panned out and worked out for you. I love the feedback and the confirmations on what we get in the readings here. But like I said, follow me over to Vimeo now for part 2. I am going to pull your spiritual guidance card from the Healing with the Fairies deck by Doreen Virtue, and we will see what further guidance advice we can get for my gems for November. So I'll see you over there, and I'll see you back here next month. Thanks so much for watching.